Maybe I should take their advice, go get a life, or maybe get a job or something. Pack it up and head back home, tell everybody I was bluffing. Or maybe I'll just get out my head and focus on what I know's coming. Yeah. Cause I can't fall asleep at night without seeing my dreams. Delusion and reality, I'm somewhere in between. These voices in my head get loud and they keep telling me that I'm a fool for trusting in these wings. But maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. 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 Maybe all my exes just drinking themselves crazy tonight. Maybe I should call and say, told you I'd be right. Wondering how long it was before you realized the biggest mistake of your life, and now you're paying the price. Oh, is it confidence or confusion? Either way, I feel like I ain't never losing. Your opinion of mine, you know just what I'm choosing. I gotta do this, cause I can't fall asleep at night without seeing my dreams. Delusion and reality, I'm somewhere in between. These voices in my head get loud and they keep telling me that I'm a fool for trusting in these wings. But maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. 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 Maybe, baby, this what flying feels like.
Perry High School on a Saturday evening in March. That means one thing: the Elite Eight. The Loudonville Lady Redbirds, ranked 7th in all of Division IV, taking on the defending regional champion Springfield Lady Tigers with a spot in Dayton on the line. It is the Division IV Perry Regional Final, and it's coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, with Pregame coming your way next.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
More than Crown, we are the real people behind Crown CDJR of Dublin. Every member of our sales team is dedicated to providing you an excellent customer experience.
Find the right vehicle for you and your lifestyle. Visit Crown Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram today, the better way to buy.
Welcome you inside the SHRIVERS Pharmacy pregame show for this, the Division 4 Perry Regional Championship. Hello everybody, my name is Travis Berardi, alongside a man that has coached in many of these games, Abram Capel, formerly of Buckeye Central, now of Tiffin University. Coach, you know the stakes in a game like this.
No, absolutely, and this is, you know, I was thinking about it on the way here, kind of going down memory lane. This is ultimately like what you put in all the work for year-round, to be able to play on a Saturday night with the chip, you know, with the chance to go to the Final Four on the line. You know, these kids have put in countless hours throughout the course of 365 days. The coaches have been behind the scenes watching film, getting them prepared, and you got it for 32 minutes to lay it all out there and a chance to go to basically every high school basketball player's dream, the Final Four, and that's what's at stake here. So I'm excited to be back in this gym, you know, excited to call this game with you.
And as always here at Perry High School, the streaming isn't the best, but we're going to try and give you the best we can here today. But let's get right into the pregame show and take a look at the team that you played the last 2 years in a regional, and that is the Springfield Lady Tigers. They are the defending Perry Regional champs. They knocked off Buckeye Central in a low-scoring affair last year. This year, averaging 47 points per game, only giving up 37. And shooting-wise, 43% from 2, 24% from 3, 53%. They're, once again, one of those teams that takes it to the hole.
No, absolutely, and you can kind of tell by looking at the scores of their last 3 games that experience pays dividends at this time of the year. A 2-point win against Badger, a 3-point win in the district final against JFK, and then a 3-point win the other night against Richmond Heights. So the experience of, you know, Springfield now being here in the regionals and at Perry for 3 years in a row, you know, they are familiar with this gym. There is an advantage there. Jameka Brungard for them is a solid player who's played in this environment now again for 3 years, and she's going to be a load.
Spotlight as well, yeah.
She's going to be obviously the focus of the Loudonville Redbird defense.
15.7 points per game this year, 11.1 rebounds, 48% from the field. She can even pop a three-pointer every once in a while. Doesn't have that many, but she can hit when she has to. There she is. Her brother on the football team went to a state Final Four a couple years ago before falling to Carey, who ended up winning the state championship in D5. Now for the team that we're here for. Number 7 in Division 4, Loudonville, the Ladybirds. This is their second ever regional final. They were the 92 state runners-up the last time they won a regional. 2 losses this season. Division 1, Akron Ellet, who lost in a district semifinal to St. Ed's, or to Hoban, that's who it was, to Hoban. And then district champion Warrensville Heights, who lost a close one 2 days ago in their regional semifinal. So not too bad on the losses for Loudonville. They played some good competition as well. They beat Mogador twice, once for a district championship, once in the regular season, and a very good Columbia squad as well.
Yeah, and Coach Bates did, you know, a really good job in his non-conference schedule. this year to try to get them prepared for a deep tournament run and get them prepared for games like this. And, you know, you as a coach, you do the best that you can to make sure that you're prepared for a game like this.
Let's send it to the floor for the anthem. All right, the anthem has been played. As we continue inside the SHRIVERS Pharmacy pregame show and take a look at our player spotlights. I say spotlights because we're spotlighting the 3 seniors from Loudonville. This season combined, averaging 41 points per game, 10.7 steals, 16.8 rebounds. That is Corri Vermilya, that is Jameka Williams, that is Sophia Spangler. You know the offense goes through the Miss Ohio candidate in Vermilya, but Spangler and Williams are 2 key pieces as well.
No, they definitely are, and I have a lot of familiarity with Loudonville's roster, and Jenna and Sophia are primed and ready for this moment, right? They are very well equipped in what their role is. Sophia is a great on-ball defender, did a great job the other night against Danbury, shutting down Maringer. And Golems is, you know, the three-point specialist, their dead-eye shooter, the one that, you know, you can't leave her, even though there's a lot of tension that goes to Corri. You can't leave her with open looks. And obviously Corri Vermilya, the career that she's had, you know, you kind of, if you're Coach Bates, you feel really good going into this game with her on your roster. And I think the 3 of them are definitely prepared for tonight's game.
Vermilya finished 3rd in Miss Ohio voting last year. Once again, she's in it, the final 8 this season. Now, let's take a look at our keys to victory tonight. Once again, brought to you by SHRIVERS Pharmacy. First for the defending regional champs. Ball control. They average 19 turnovers a game. You know what Loudonville does. They get a steal, they get a run out, they get a layup. You got to control the ball, control your pace if you want to have a chance. And as always against Loudonville, you got to guard the arc. You have to be right up in their face, in Williams' face, in the Vermilya's face, both of them, because you give them a foot or 2, they're going to pop it in your face and they're going to score.
No, absolutely. And I kind of like what you're saying with ball control. Obviously, to win any game, you got to limit turnovers and control and take care of the basketball. But especially in a regional final against a team like Loudonville that wants to get out in transition, you have to value the basketball.
Yes.
And you have to treat it like gold. Now, I know like some of their older guards for Springfield have graduated, so they're going with a little bit younger roster in the backcourt. So it's going to be pivotal for them to limit turnovers, like you said, and decrease the transition opportunities for Loudonville.
Now, time to take a look at the keys to victory for the Lady Birds of Loudonville. Composure. Haven't played in this before. They 2 years ago they played in the regional semi and lost. Their 3rd ever time making it to a regional. They lost in the semis. Not such a quick start against Danbury, but They have the composure. They finished off. They won it. Keep your composure. Play like you usually have. And hit shots early. That kind of goes with it. You hit some shots early, you get comfortable, and then it's just another game. Yeah, and that last thing that you just said is it is just another game, right? You want to do, right, you're 28 games into the year, or whatever we are, 26, 27, 28. You want to do what's gotten you here, right? You know, defend, hopefully getting their feet wet the other night, you know, playing on this floor, getting a win. Didn't look the best that I've seen them look all year, and Coach Bates would agree with that. So hopefully that gives them the ability to kind of settle in, have that composure, and then, you know, like I said, ultimately do what's gotten you here, and you've had a lot of success so far, so no reason to reinvent the wheel at this point in the season. Now let's take a look at the starters for the Lady Birds. Thanks, Madeline Zazzuto, for the beautiful video. Maya Vermilya, number 1, with sister Corri Vermilya. They combined for over 30 points in the win over Danbury. Jenna Williams, she can also stop and pop from beyond the arc. The one who runs everything, Sophia Spangler, one of the sweetest hook shots, scoop layups you ever see. And then the big one underneath, Alicia Felix. Her rebounding will be big here tonight, especially against Brungard. No, Alicia's going to have to play well. And, you know, I talked to Tyler the other night after the Danbury game, and he felt like she's going to have to play more minutes than what she did the other day. And like you said, limiting second chance opportunities for Springfield, in particular, Jameka, is going to be a tall task for her. And, you know, I spent a lot of time around her this summer in the offseason helping a little bit with Loudonville. She's definitely capable, both mentally and physically, of controlling that task. And you also see head coach Tyler Bates, 201 wins now, had win number 200 in the district. He's looking to get to 204 by the end of the season, which would mean a state championship. Once again, I want to welcome everybody watching live and free. You guys know the situation from a couple nights ago. Our streaming, we're off of a hotspot from Perry because they don't have internet. We're gonna do our best. I know when the stream starts cutting out, I don't need anybody. Thank you for your concern, but I don't need anybody telling me when the stream is bad. I can see it myself. I will try to adjust, but please just stick with us because we want to bring this game to you here tonight. Nonetheless, all of that out of the way, let's get underway in this regional championship, and it is won. Tip is won by Springfield. Lady Birds in their man defense. Vermilya closely guarding Mullen, turns it over. So there's that early young guard play you're talking about. Vermilya airballs the first shot. Back comes Springfield. Well, and the thing, too, for Loudonville that's important is obviously Springfield's going to want to throw it inside as often as they can to Jameka. So there's two ways to defend that. Obviously, they're going to front in the post, which they're doing now, and you want to provide as much ball pressure as you can so the guards don't have, you know, good vision and good passing angles to be able to post under it. So Loudonville, I would expect to, you know, stay in a man-to-man and be aggressive on the perimeter and try to get into their guards as much as possible. And then you have that double fist. That backside help is going to be the backside of Felix on Brungard. Minute gone by, scoreless here. Second possession for Springfield. That Chione kicks it right side, off the side of the rim, no good. Felix gets the board. Loudonville's second possession. And just based off experience, coaching against John Matisse a couple years in a row, is he is going to throw some junk defense at Loudonville. He's not going to play them straight up man-to-man. There's no way that he's going to let Corri single-handedly beat them. So look for a box and one, triangle and two, or a combination of the both. Both sides missing early on here. We stay scoreless about 2 minutes in. Both sides feeling each other out, like you said. Some junk defense is being thrown at either player. And, I mean, you saw that last year against Cecil. Yeah. And, you know, it's early, right? And they're still high school kids because our first three shots have all been air balls. So hopefully here the nerves kind of settle down a little bit and these two teams are able to showcase what got them here. That's Chione for three. She hits it high off the glass. No. Back comes Loudonville. Williams over to Spangler. They'll set up the offense. Now Corri Vermilya. Ahead to Maya. She's going to try another three. Off the side iron. Ball's bouncing around. Brungard gets the board. So Vermilya 0 for 2 from the field. Corri yet to take a shot here early on. Brungard now in it. Kicks it outside. Another three. Up and in.
Really good pass there by Jameka Brungard. She's going to draw a lot of help. Drew the double, a kick out, and a big-time shot there by Kerrigan Mullen.
Mullen for 3. Over the Spangler along the baseline right in front of us. Lost the handle for a second, gets back to Corri. Corri's going to try a deep 3. Give it to her! Welcome to the regional final, Corri Vermilya. We're tied at 3. Woo!
Big time shot. Incredible range there from her. Loudonville switching to a 2-3 zone. So Coach Bates going to try to keep them off balance.
Back out to Toscano, now in the Brungard. Closely guarded by Vermilya. Strip, gets it back. She'll try baseline and kick it back out. Into the lane, runner off the rim, no. Rebound Brungard, she hooks it, no. And Vermilya comes out with it. Back comes Corri. Kicks it to Spangler. Open for 3. Airballed again. Already 4 minutes gone by, 3 apiece. Brungard. Right side. Toscano into the lane. Kicks it back out. She's going to try a deep 3 off the rim, no. Vermilya gets the board. Maya over to Corri. She's going to try another deep 3 off the side of the rim, out of bounds, and it'll go back to Springfield. As we take a look at Vermilya's deep 3, brought to you by Contact Industries.
Yeah, well beyond high school range and honestly well beyond college range, and she has the ability to do that. Loudonville shooting the ball a little quick in their possessions. I would like to see a couple more passes for them to kind of work themselves into their offense and get a better look. They've shot in, what, 5-6 threes already?
Yeah.
But here's where you go. You got to turn them over and get in transition. A good pass ahead.
Williams, she'll try a 3.
Got
Give
it
to her. You could see that our angle was perfect. You could see it going through before it even did. 6-3 Loudonville. Points off of turnovers there. Work it inside. Ball stripped away out of bounds. It'll stay with Springfield, and we'll show you that angle we had. Look at it just floating
right at us.
Through the net. 2 threes for Loudonville, nothing but net. The other 3s, nothing but air.
Yeah, well.
They haven't hit rim yet.
That's good and bad.
Inbounds the Brungard. Closely guarded by Vermilya. Up and under. Misses. Vermilya with the board. Under 3 to play first quarter. Maya back out. 3 in the air again. That's off the mark and out of bounds. Everybody's trying to pull from 3 here early on.
So on dead ball situations, Loudonville's going to their pressure. On made baskets, they're going to their 2-3 zone. So, I lost their footing here in the backcourt.
Gets it across the line though. Into the lane, can't get it to go, and Vermilya comes out with it. Right side, that's Spangler, back out. Maya's gonna try another one. Off the back iron, offensive rebound. Wolford, too strong, Corri gets the board. And then that'll be a jump ball, and it'll stay with Vermilya and Loudonville. 2 offensive boards that time, couldn't finish.
Look for Loudonville to throw to the corner here and a fake handoff as she keeps it. Yep, that looks familiar.
You know this team too well, man. Spangler, correction, over to Maya. Now into the corner and Wolford. Addison, back out to Strauss. Now to Spangler. Spangler inside the 3-point line, pops it and finishes.
Good job there by Sophia Spangler. Airballed her first 2 threes from here, but felt, hey, I'm gonna take one dribble in. They're not guarding me. A little mid-range jumper, and then hopefully that kind of gets her going.
Nice ball movement, but great defense by Spangler, and a foul frustration against Springfield. Surprisingly, the first foul of the game. Yeah, and I'm not saying that against the rest. I'm just saying it's been clean.
Yeah, it's been a good, clean 6 minutes here to start. you know, Springfield and Coach Matisse, they have pretty much established right now that they are going to guard Corri Vermilya, and they're going to make other people make shots. So Spangler, Maya, Williams, this is their night. They got to be able to make open shots and try to get them out of it. A little side elevator here.
Williams again, just off the mark, tip back out. Put up by Wolford, but off the side of the rim. Back comes Springfield, down by 5. Vecchione. Works it around into the corner.
Springfield showing really good patience. Oh, a tip ball.
But thankfully for them, it went back out front to Vecchione. Inside the Brungard. Wow! Muscled that one in.
Yeah, her strength. Her strength and the combination of her size and listen, she's got really soft hands. She has good feet around the rim. She's a tough guard. They're fronting there with Corri. They threw over the top. Maya came a little bit late and, you know, just too much strength and finished through the freshman there for 2 and a bonus.
Brungard can't get the free throw, but they're saying a lane violation on Loudonville. Take a look at the replay and see. Maybe an early leave there, so she'll get another chance. Referee letting the table know.
Yeah, and you can't, you know, if Coach Page, you're a little frustrated there. You can't have mental mistakes like that in a game of this magnitude. And Brungard's too good of a player here. And
misses again.
Well, wasn't meant to be.
8-5. Vermilya takes it in. Euros floats it just off the front of the rim, but an offensive board by her. Back out to Spangler, now to Williams. 37 seconds left, they'll reset. Side 3, just off the mark, another tip back. Lost the handle though and turned it over. Second Loudonville turnover of the quarter. 8-5 as we hit 20 seconds left in the first. Mullen will try another 3 and does not hit anything that time, and it'll go out of bounds.
See here with 14 seconds to go in the quarter.
Plenty of time for them to get a shot off here if they can run the right play. Down to 10. Spangler looked at the clock, gets to the top. She'll drive it in, kick it right side to Felix. Felix rejected by Brungard, kicks it back out. 3 in the air for Wolford at the buzzer, short. And that is how the first quarter will end. We played 1 here in this Division 4 Regional Championship. Loudonville 8, Springfield 5.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Second quarter about to begin in this Perry Regional Championship in Division 4. Travis Berardi back here with Coach Abe Capel, and it starts with a pick. Springfield too strong on the inbounds, and Loudonville will get the first possession. Williams stops and pops and gets it.
Big time shot there by Jenna. walked right into that. Springfield's got to do a better job of stopping the ball in transition. That's too easy for her.
11-5 the score. Back outside. Springfield now with its first possession, and that'll be tied up. A jump ball, and possession goes to Loudonville.
Yeah, good job there by Maya Vermilya. Just these 2 opening possessions here of the second quarter. Loudonville looks to be a little bit more aggressive defensively than what they were in the first quarter. Let's see if they can convert here.
Again, apologies for this feed right now. We get a travel against Loudonville as Williams kind of double dribbled and shuffled.
Shuffled her feet there, yeah.
11-5 to score, and I hate to tell you, but this is the most that Springfield's given up in a regional championship in the first half in 2 seasons. It was 12-10 at the half of the game last year. Brungard down the lane, puts it up, too strong, rebound, put back up, no, and finally Felix pulls it down. Alicia Felix fought there to get it. Vermilya on the other end, too strong. But ball comes back out to her, then to Williams. Bad luck for Springfield to start this second quarter.
Yeah, just a bad bounce. They had 2 kids around the basketball.
Spangler for 3, passes it to Vermilya. Vermilya in the lane, scoops off the glass and in. Corri's 5th, 13-5.
And the thing that's so impressive about Corri Vermilya is her ability to track down offensive rebounds and finish with both hands around the rim. A little too aggressive here, but her motor is nonstop. Her stamina, her endurance, right? I mean, that's a tough move for anybody at any level, but to finish over your right shoulder with your left hand, that's big time.
Well, it's why she's once again a finalist for Miss Basketball in Ohio. Just a phenomenal player. Probably going to be the D4 Player of the Year as well, to go with last year's D3 Player of the Year.
Yeah, it'd be hard.
Ashland University's getting a good one.
Great pass here.
Backdoor cut, layup, got it.
Marina Toscano stepping through the double team there. She's played in a couple of these games, so not really fazed by the pressure.
Spangler off the back iron, no. Ball's on the ground and picked up by Springfield. 13-7 to score. Tigers back it out, reset. Skip pass in the Brungard. Felix right there.
Ooh, somebody's out of bounds.
And it was out of bounds on Brungard. Alicia Felix has been really impressive to start.
No, and I said in the pregame, listen, she's built for this. I'm sure she was challenged yesterday, and then on the bus right here to be like, hey, this is your job. You are going to guard her, and you are going to take us to Dayton. And she's done a really good job here through a quarter and a half on Jameka Brungard.
Loudonville looking to add on once again. Vermilya tried getting it inside, but Brungard is there, throws it ahead. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Toscano. Gets it back to Brungard, barely stays in play. Right side, 3 in the air, too strong. And then a foul.
Yeah, that's 2 fouls by Springfield way back in the backcourt. 80 feet away from the basket. And with the new rule, right, with the 5 team fouls and you're shooting 2, let's see if that kind of plays into how the rest of the score is going to finish up.
Only a 23% three-point shooting team, and Coach Bates is letting that happen. Spangler spins up and under, scoops off the glass and in. You talk about the moves of Corri Vermilya. Sophia Spangler's just as good.
Yeah, listen, that was a lot of patience. Pivoted twice and then stepped through. Nice touch off the glass.
And a forced turnover. Momentum now. You can feel it going to Loudonville's side, and we're going to get a timeout, Springfield. Lady Birds with a great start to the quarter, 7-2 here in the second. This has vibes of 2 years ago with your squad.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, Springfield obviously feeling that momentum kind of shift as well. A good timeout there by them. Want to kind of get the troops settled down and be like, hey, listen, we can't let this balloon to any more than 8 right now because, you know, Loudonville with shooting a lot of threes and with both Vermilya's, Spangler obviously with that step through there, you don't want to give them any more confidence as we approach midway through the second quarter here.
Taking a look at the other game we got going on right now, the Ontario Division II District Championship. Shelby 3:30 away from Bowling Green. They lead Lexington 50-38 in the matchup of number 2 and number 3 in the state. I mean, if this ends out this way, there's a great possibility of number 1 versus number 2 with a trip to Dayton on the line in a regional final later next week.
Yeah. No, I was kind of looking at the brackets, and the winner of that game should be favored in the next one.
Shelby is just, since that loss to Lexington at Lexington, they have been just on another level than everybody else. Last game of the regular season, went up to Willard, beat them by 20 plus.
Yeah.
The game against Mansfield Senior with 3 of their main players sick, coming back, playing Jordan-like in the second half, and beating a Mansfield Senior team that is really good as well. That district was phenomenal, and if you guys didn't get a chance to see any of those 2 district semifinal games, I tell you, when you have a chance, watch both. That Lexington-Willard game,
yeah.
I flew back from here, got there for the 4th quarter and overtime. That was cinema.
Really?
Let's say cinema. It was basketball, packed house. That was what Ohio basketball is all about right there.
No,
and it looked like again here with the packed house.
Well, I saw this morning on Twitter around 9 o'clock this morning that there was tweets. It was like, hey, this is sold out if you're planning on getting a ticket. Sorry, but not sorry. And then I saw some tweets that people were lining up at 3 in the afternoon to get into that game. So what was the announcement here?
It was, I think the Loudonville student section had some confetti or something, and it was creating a footing issue, I guess, or something. I don't know. It'll give us a chance to continue watching this game right now. We have 2 student sections from Loudonville. We got the mini Redbirds, and then we got the main Redbirds over here. This is perfect.
And then we got the actual Redbird on the baseline.
And then the actual Redbird over there. So now we're going to get back to action. Loudonville up 15-7 out of the turnover and the timeout. 15-7 on the Trails End Restaurant scoreboard. And I know they're watching this back in Loudonville at Trails End, so shout out everybody watching there. Spangler gets that entry over to Maya. Maya inside the 3-point line, bumped, and she'll get 2 free throws, and that's what could get her started right there.
Yeah, and you know, for a freshman in a game like this, like you said, getting to the free throw line, seeing the ball go through the net could do wonders for her. So, you know, Coach Bates running a little set to get her coming back to the corner there out of the long break.
Gets the first free throw.
There you go. So there's not a lid on it there, Maya. You'll be all right.
4:28 left in the half. Loudonville has come alive here in this second quarter. Got them both.
Interesting substitution here by Coach Bates. She does get on the board and then heads to the bench, but a made basket allowing Loudonville to get into their pressure here.
Spangler guarding Vecchione.
Really good on-ball defender there.
And forces the turnover.
Yeah, listen, just her pressure there to work her up the sideline, and she was just trying to get rid of it and threw it out of bounds. So good job there by Sophia Spangler to force a turnover and get the ball back.
And Spangler now will start the possession, coming up on the midway point of the half. Wolford out to Spangler again, looking to get the Felix or a screen. They work it around. Now they get into the hands of Corri Vermilya. Williams. Wolford thought about taking a deep 3 instead. We're going to back it out and reset. Spangler to Corri. Into the lane. Skip pass. Now into Sophia. Sophia from the baseline kicks it back out to Williams. A lot of ball movement here.
Yeah, Loudonville showing a lot of patience.
And with a 10-point lead, you absolutely can right now.
No, absolutely. You're in control of this game.
Into the corner. Spangler all the way around, stripped out by Brungard. It'll stay. I do want to say hello to everybody watching. Thank you all for watching and sticking with us here. We have almost 700 people watching this game.
Oh, wow.
And hopefully the stream continues to be good.
Nice.
Felix into the corner. Spangler for 3. Just a little bit strong, but Wolford gets the board. It'll be a jump ball. But that will change the possession arrow into Loudonville's favor.
Really good ball movement there, though, by Loudonville. Got a post touch, drew a double, kicked out, just unable to convert. But that's exactly what you want. That's a really good possession, and here comes a run and jump.
They get it broken this time. 3 minutes left and a half. Up, too strong. Vermilya just, I guess, threw him off just enough. I mean, when you see somebody like Corri Vermilya coming at you, it does throw you up. You see this right here.
Yeah. She definitely felt Corri coming into her vision.
And you don't have to foul either. That's for younger players watching here. Continue to play. If you're beaten, at least run at them. It might do that.
Yeah, and exactly. And here's the thing, too. Like, sometimes with pressure, you don't always have to get a steal. Sometimes a rush shot or an ill-advised shot.
Like we saw with Spangler earlier.
Yeah,
just forces it.
That's just as good as a turnover.
Vermilya closely guarded by Winkler. Gets past her, over to Spangler. Spangler into the lane. Just throws it up. Deflected, it'll stay. Yeah, the referee behind here, she said it was deflected, it was tipped, so we'll get it inbounds. 4 across look for Loudonville. A lot of movement, gets it out to Williams. Almost throws it away.
Yeah, Springfield is doing a really good job here on Corri.
Spangler, bang!
Finally, there she goes.
7 for Sophia, it's 20-7.
Give her credit, too, for remaining confident and sticking with it. And not mentally taking herself out of a game after she missed a couple shots. A big time there. The lead pushes to 13, and if you're Springfield, you got to find a way to get a post touch here.
And the Brungard, there's a jump ball, and possession will come back to Loudonville once again. Alicia Felix all over that.
Well, and I think the constant changing of defenses is giving Springfield and some of these younger guards a little bit of confusion, and they're just kind of throwing it into Brungard without really being advised as to what they're doing. So here's a little pitch back.
Williams to Corri. Corri along the baseline, just floats it up. Couldn't do much with that, she lost her footing. Back to Springfield it goes. Springfield in desperate need of a bucket, only scoring twice. And again, Felix back with a deflection.
Yeah, defensive transition, running the floor. Just getting a hand on it. If not, that's 2 points easy for Springfield. So a really good hustle play from them.
Maya Vermilya will check out Wolford, who had played a very good 4-minute span right there, giving Maya the break. Update on that Shelby Lex game. It's a 10-point Whippet lead with 56 seconds left. Brungard turns off the glass. No, Corri there with the board. 90 seconds left in the half. Spangler from the baseline, just too strong. Rebound, jump ball, and it will go to Springfield. But you still see Loudonville. This is what, the 4th change of possession in this quarter, because Loudonville's just going right at it. And in a regional round, more often than not, you're not going to get called for that reach and foul.
No, they're going to let you
play.
play.
Right at the ball.
Absolutely.
After the miss, an offensive board. Brungard working her way, blocked from behind, but they will call the foul on Felix, and Brungard will go back to the line.
Really good move here by Brungard, just kind of spinning out of the triple team, willing herself to the free throw line. Knows that her team is in desperate need of some points here. So
no, that's a great move from the leading scorer, who has been in this position 2 years straight before this. It was the reason, as she hits the first, that they knocked off Richmond Heights, a team we thought would be facing Loudonville here tonight.
No, absolutely, and I was looking at some stats. She had 30 in the district final as well. You know, and talking to Coach Bates, he said that was the hardest he's ever seen anybody play in a game, and able to convert both free throws here.
20-9. Only the 4th point scored by Springfield here in this quarter. It's a 12-4 Loudonville quarter. Stay tuned for the halftime report brought to you by SHRIVERS Pharmacy. We'll have stats, analysis, much more coming up in 55 seconds of game time. And it'll probably be after this shot because nobody's guarding anybody. We're going to let Loudonville dribble this out. Now they will go off of her. Loudonville will get possession to start quarter 3, so this could be a 2-for-1 situation.
No, you can be extremely patient. You know, you're up 11 and...
Spangler back out to Maya with 30. Now to Corri. Gets past the double team. Works her way back. Gets it to Maya again with 22. Maya all the way around back to Sophia. Spangler with 17. Now to Maya with 12. Maya drives, floats it. Off the back iron, no. Felix puts it back, nearly gets it to go, but she will get free throws with 8.4 left.
Really good job here by Maya Vermilya, not settling for that 3. She had it if she wanted it, but shot faked, went around. Unfortunately missed the shot, but put her, you know, Alicia Felix on the backside for an offensive rebound, and we're back at the free throw line.
Shit. That's one of the coolest shots when it just dies on the back and falls in. That and that sound that tin makes when you hit it right. You know that sound.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best sound. Seconds missed. Ball on the ground and a travel before the jump ball. So Loudonville will get another chance at it here with 6.4 left.
And this could be huge for Loudonville, an extra possession. 6 seconds to go, so you're still going to get the last shot of the quarter.
Out to Wolford with 5. Over the Maya from the corner. Just off the rim, no rebound, and that will do it for the first half. But the Loudonville Redbirds, a huge second quarter, has them leading 21-9 at the half. We'll take a break and be back with the SHRIVERS Pharmacy halftime report after this.
Hi, I'm OH Report founder Brian Skoronsky, and you are just watching live and free Girls High School Hoops exclusively on the OH Report. But stick around, the halftime show is next, including stats, analysis, and so much more, including the second half on the way.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
More than Crown, we are the real people behind Crown CDJR of Dublin. Every member of our sales team is dedicated to providing you an excellent customer experience.
Find the right vehicle for you and your lifestyle. Is a Crown, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram today. The better way to buy.
Tonight's Division 4 Regional Championship brought to you live and free thanks to our generous sponsor, SHRIVERS Pharmacy. for all your medical needs. Head on down to SHRIVERS Pharmacy, downtown Loudonville, Ohio. Trails End Restaurant. Trails End is a family-owned and operated restaurant in Loudonville offering a variety of pizzas, which are made from our secret in-house dough recipe, as well as juicy burgers, healthy wraps, appetizers, salads, and more. They also offer a 30-person banquet area for your meeting or party. Contact Industries Incorporated. Simonson Construction Services Incorporated, celebrating 50 years of service from concept to completion. We can help you make a plan, refine your vision, and build a path for success. Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows and doors since 1970. And Crown, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Some want it to happen, some wish it could happen. Crown makes it happen. Thank you all for allowing us to bring you this Division 4 Elite 8 matchup live and free tonight.
Hi, I'm OH Report founder Brian Skoronski, and you were just watching live and free girls high school hoops exclusively on the OH Report. But stick around, the halftime show is next, including stats, analysis, and so much more, including the second half on the way.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
More than Crown, we are the real people behind Crown CDJR of Dublin. Every member of our sales team is dedicated to providing you an excellent customer experience.
Find the right vehicle for you and your lifestyle is a Crown.
Back here in the SHRIVERS Pharmacy halftime reports. Your score at and gets going. I think we'll get back to having some good service in the area. But you know what's been good so far at Loudonville, Coach? Defensively, they've really shut down Brungard. Offensively, they're hitting some shots, some big shots when needed.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They're struggling to kind of score the basketball. They're struggling to even really get good looks. And give credit to Loudonville mixing it up defensively. Alicia Felix has been phenomenal on Brungard. Flip side of that, though, Springfield hasn't played terrible defensively, right? Corey's only got 5. You're holding Loudonville to just 21, and they can score with anybody in the 60s, 70s, even into the 80s. So, if you're them, you're down 12, but you're still kind of within striking distance. The first 3 minutes of the second half is going to be pivotal. They got to be able to get stops, and they got to be able to get post touches and at least get Brungard a touch. And if you play inside out, then that's what you got to do. But she's got to touch the ball essentially every possession here on out.
Loudonville likes threes. They have 4 of them so far. The Tigers only with 1, but we know that Springfield does not shoot a lot of threes. Only 2 twos as well. 1 from Mon, 1 from Brungard. Loudonville doubling up Springfield in the rebounding department. 20-10, 8-2 on the offensive glass. They forced 9 turnovers. 3 of 4 from the line. Springfield 2 of 3, all from Brungard. It's just been textbook what you want to see in a regional final for Loudonville.
No, it has. And the number that kind of jumped off the screen there is the 8 offensive rebounds. Now, some of those have been, some ill-advised and some tough rebounds if you are Springfield. But, Wolford has done a good job for Loudonville. Spangler's tied up some extra ones. Maya Vermillion. And again, we talked about it. Not necessarily did they convert everything, but they flipped the arrow a couple times by tying up a jump ball, extending possession, giving them second chance opportunities. And if you're Springfield, you got to limit it. It's got to be one and done, or it's going to kind of come back to bite you here.
Individual scoring in the first half. First for Springfield, Kerrigan Mullen with 3, Kendall Mon with 2, Jameka Brungard with 4. As for Loudonville, Sophia Spangler with 7, Jenna Williams with 6, Corri Vermilya with 5, Maya Vermilya with 2, Alicia Felix with 1. Score by quarter here in this first half. 8-5 Loudonville in the first, but they got to it in the second. 13-4 for your 21-9 score at the half. The Shelby Whippets are district champs. Cutting down the nets. Will Loudonville be next? They're 16 minutes away, but got to take care of business. There's still a lot of time left. Only down 12 for Springfield. Back to action. Right side, Vermilya for a 3. Maya airballs it right to her sister, though. Corey back out front to Williams. Williams tries a 3 off the side iron. Felix gets the board. Kicks it back out. Spangler.
And what we just talked about is offensive rebounds.
Maya Vermilya.
Big time shot there for them, but you're going to give them 3 chances. Eventually, you just shot 33% from 1 possession, but at the end of the day, now you're down 15, so a good start for Loudonville.
Vermilya needed a shot to fall, and she got it from deep. Springfield now with its first possession of quarter number 3. Looking back door, gets it to Toscano, can't get it. Felix there with the board.
Got to push here if you're Loudonville. Yeah, here you go. Here goes Corey, and she's a one-man fast break.
Spins, puts it up, deflected, but it went in.
Listen, unbelievable.
Vermilya with 7, and just like that, now it's a 17-point lead.
Yeah, and you got to keep up the pressure here if you're Loudonville. Here comes a double team.
Mullen picks up the dribble, gets it to Brungard. Into the corner, 3 in the air. Short, Spangler with the board.
And here comes Loudonville, and if I'm then, I'll keep the foot on the gas. Just go, go, go.
This is a Loudonville team that about 90% of their games had running clocks. And you have to think this is why they kept the foot on the gas in the regular season. Spangler too strong, deflected out, and it'll be taken by Mon. But deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Springfield. We take a look at the Contact Industries replay, and just off the fingertips of Corri Vermilya. I don't know if it did get off her fingertips. Tyler Bates might have a good reason there, but
no, it did. He's a salesman.
I think you were as well on the sideline back in your day. Inside the Mon, takes it to the hole.
Nice.
Great take there by Mon. Her second field goal, it's 26-11.
Good job from Springfield, moving without the basketball. Get yourself an easy layup. Now you just got to find a way to get another stop here defensively.
Into the corner, Vermilya again, just off the mark, but Corri knows exactly where to stand. Spangler back out to Williams for three, short. Back come the Tigers. Into the corner, that three off the back iron, and Maya gets the board and is out and running. Into the lane, jump stop, fouled, she'll get free throws.
Really good job here by Maya. In transition, felt that she had numbers, but here's what's impressive right here, this 2-foot jump stop. Anytime you go off 2 feet in high school, you're probably going to get that call. Now, if she goes off 1 foot, that's a veteran move from, you can't really say she's a freshman anymore.
But she is.
But she played 26 games,
yeah.
And she plays a lot of ball.
Okay, the sophomore.
What would that be, the freshmore?
The freshmore, yes. The freshmore. Nonetheless, the freshmore nails both free throws. She has 7 points, 28-11.
Oh.
And another jump ball.
You can kind of sense that Loudonville kind of smells blood in the water here a little bit.
Yep, a little bit. Five minutes left in the third. Apologies again for the choppy stream at the moment, but now it looks like we're back here in a second, as Vermilya on the steal attempt is going to get called for her second foul.
And again, you can just feel the pressure kind of starting to dial up here. Springfield's guards are kind of looking at each other like, I'm not really sure what to do right now, and they're just continuing to front Brungard down here, just making her work for every touch that she gets. And with the ball pressure that I talked about earlier in the game, it's hard to be able to see inside.
Springfield needs a run, down 17 at the moment. That's Shion. She'll try a three. Got it. Needed that bucket. Her first field goal, 28-14.
No, big time shot there. Keeps them within 14, but again, they got to be able to string together stops. I'd like to see Corri Vermilya get a post touch here.
They'll get it to her at the elbow. Spins, double teamed, and traveled. Shuffle the feet. That was a good job by Springfield to keep the double team right on her.
No, absolutely, and that's basically the only recipe you can kind of cook up if you want a shot against Loudonville. You got to be able to double her, because if you play her one-on-one, she's probably going to score it.
Brungard gets it off, kick back out, back into her. Felix right on her hip, puts it up, in and out, misses, and Brungard just puts her hands on her head.
Yeah, she can't believe it. She got a good look.
Spangler along the baseline, spins, puts it up left-handed, short, Brungard there. 3:30 left in the third, a 14-point Loudonville lead. Skip pass back out, open look again, Mullen for three, off the back iron. Felix tips it, it'll stay with Springfield. Loudonville looking to make its second ever trip to the state Final Four. They did back in 1992. Were state runners-up, and just to let you know how long ago that was, I was just 4 years old, just turned 4 when they won that state semifinal. So it's been a while.
It has been a while, and just as an update, Berlin Highland was leading Waterford by 9 or 11 at the break, and that's who the winner of this game has. So
close game. Vermilya with the steal, gets all the way in, but misses the scoop. And Felix gets the board and will get free throws. Alicia Felix once again coming up huge for the Lady Birds.
Listen, if Loudonville can sustain these last 11 minutes, it's going to be hard not to look at Alicia Felix as our player of the game, because
absolutely. No,
I mean, she's doing everything
I was about to just say, we talk about Vermilya, Spangler, Maya, Williams, but Alicia Felix, when needed, has come up big, especially when guarding big players underneath.
Yeah, and if you watch down here on the defensive end, she's doing a lot of work away from the basketball. She's constantly fronting. She's constantly got an arm bar on Brumford, and she's running the floor on both offensive and defensive transitions. She's played a really nice game for them thus far.
3 minutes left in the third, now a 15-point Loudonville lead. Into the corner in Toscano. Back out, nearly overthrew Mullen, but she grabs it. Vecchione. Skip pass. We'll get a bump call beforehand, though.
Yeah, and I understand, Springfield being patient, but at some point you're going to have to kind of speed up your offense a little bit because you only got 14 points, and we're almost through the end of the third quarter. So there's only X amount of possessions left in this game, so you got to go a little bit quicker if you're the Tigers.
Now it's Springfield with the 4-out look to get it in the Brungard. Gets the good look, but misses again. A great look and just underthrew it. That's going to go off of Springfield. A lucky break for Loudonville, but just it's a tough game for her.
Yeah, it is. It is. And kind of the constants of again, I'm going to go back to Felix, the constant banging and somebody, wearing on you. When you do get a touch, you're exhausted. And she's kind of short-armed a couple of them, and it could just be a result of that.
Brett Bauer, Rabram Capel doing great on the mic. Throwing the ball into the curtain at VG. Skip past the Brungard. She does have 8 threes on the year. Won't get it that time, though. A lot of people watching you, Coach Capel. I know they came for you.
I think I won MVP like 3 years in a row in the intramural leagues in Bowling Green. But I did lead everything in turnovers. Big behind-the-back pass guy.
Speaking of turnovers, Loudonville gives up their 7th. And I think we're going to get a foul on Vermilya before. Yeah. That's her 3rd.
Yeah, it looked like that could have been a jump ball, though. Her 3rd, something to keep an eye on.
Into the corner in Toscano. Vermilya still going all over her and forces the turnover. Spangler avoids the contact and keeps it. Felix with the screen, his hook shot, give it to her! Are you kidding me? Sophia Spangler, get off me!
Unbelievable.
Wow. I told you she had one of the sweetest sweep hook shots.
And look how excited her teammates were for her. You have to show that replay again.
We'll show it right now. Look at the scoop. And with a little bit of a shove off, too. The Redbird mascot's going nuts in the corner. Spangler's got 10.
And cool, calm, and collected at the free throw line. She's going to get a break. A big-time bucket there for her.
We'll look at it one more time because that is a championship play right there.
Yeah,
momentum.
That was sweet.
Especially right after the 3rd foul and an offensive foul. I was about to say, especially after the 3rd foul on Vermilya, kind of made people feel a little bit of uneasy. They get it right back.
Well, she comes right back into the game. Corri's going to get a break. But even before that replay, before the segment that we showed, Spangler dribbled through literally everybody on Springfield's team.
She got bumped multiple times and just shook it off.
Just a cone dribbling drill. Here comes the back door.
And Coach Bates is going to get a timeout.
Well, Springfield had it called out too. Anytime Loudonville goes to a box set and they dribble to the left elbow, you know a back door is coming the other way. Good job by Springfield. Forces Coach Bates into a timeout.
Gives me a chance during this home and kitchen supply timeout to say hello to everybody. Gavin Carr watching from Indiana. Go Birds. Another big basketball state. Karen Gorman, awesome shot. You're telling me. Jackie Kuntz, keep on fighting Birds. Matt Planey, Springfield grad watching. Cheryl Gray, Megan Renner, Bonnie Wiseman, Lori Donaloff, Tony Fowler, Tanner Slusher, the pirate ship as always, Samantha Thymans, Jen Scott, thank you H Report and all the sponsors, thank you for watching. Whitney Schaefer, Kathy Buzzard, Jen Scott. So many people watching, almost 800 listening for some reason to me and Abe. Maybe you have it muted, I don't care, you're watching.
I don't know if they're here to listen to us. They'd probably listen if we weren't even talking.
Oh, yeah. Deflected out, it'll stay with 1:07 left in the quarter. That quarter score update also showed 11-5 Loudonville in the third.
Yeah, listen.
Up 18.
Their defense has been really good. You'd only given up 14 points here with just a minute to go.
And they're going to need momentum like that because no matter who you play in a Final Four, you're going to have to bring the defense.
No, absolutely. You got to be able to guard when you get to that level.
Williams, DeMaya. Back out to Spangler. They run the weave as they're trying to run clock off here. They will once again get possession to start quarter four. So this is the same situation we saw at the end of the half. But Brungard forces the 5-second call.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nonetheless.
Yeah, you worked all 15 seconds of clock before you gave it back, and Corri's on the bench, so she's getting a break to be as fresh as she can for the fourth quarter.
And also not get a fourth foul before the end of it.
Correct.
But honestly, the way everybody else has played, and we're going to get a foul inside, and that will be the fourth on the team here. They're going to call Felix with her second. Both teams in the bonus for the final 28-23 non-player control foul. And the Brungard on Felix, spins, pulls up, and again misses. Ball, that's going to be a foul. And we will now get free throws. It's just, you feel bad for her because she's getting good shots up, but the rim has just not been her friend today.
No, it hasn't. She's had a lot of good looks, and she's frustrated with herself. She's a great player, and she's done a lot up to this point to get him here. Just things just haven't bounced her way tonight. So, yeah, you do feel bad because they are doing a better job here in the second half of getting her touches, just unable to convert around the rim.
Williams in and out on the first. Wolford will check in for Spangler, give her a extended break here at the end of the quarter. Second free throw, good. Williams with 7. Final 20 seconds of the third.
And the biggest lead of the game now for Loudonville. It's up to 19.
In the Brungard, double team, kicks it back out, 3 in the air. Just off the mark over the backboard, nope. No out of bounds called, so it's back to Vermilya with 1 second. Passes it, that's the quarter, and we will head to money time, but Loudonville's starting to feel it, Coach. 33-14, 19-point lead as we head to money time.
More than Crown, we are the real people behind Crown CDJR of Dublin. Every member of our sales team is dedicated to providing you an excellent customer experience.
Find the right vehicle for you and your lifestyle is a Crown Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram today, the better way to buy.
Coach Capel, what time is it?
It's money time.
It is money time indeed for Loudonville. 19-point lead, 8 minutes away from punching its second ever ticket to the state Final Four. Travis Berardi back here with Coach Abram Capel, a man that punched his ticket 2 years ago on this very court. This kind of has the same distance and feeling as 2 years ago. If you're Tyler Bates out there, is a great job by Springfield to force the change of possession, but what are you feeling? What are you thinking right now on the sideline with a lead like this, 7 minutes 40 left?
The clock can't move fast enough, that's for sure. Even with a 20-point lead, I mean, I bet you he's going to look at the scoreboard about 500 times in this next half hour of live time here.
You know, at the ending of the movie Miracle,
yeah,
when after they score the goal with 10 minutes left and they keep showing the clock and only like 30 seconds have gone up. 30 seconds, that's exactly what Loudonville fans and we are thinking right now.
No, absolutely. And like I talked about earlier, if you're Springfield, you have to go faster than what you're going right now.
Ball lost on the floor, turned over.
Because when Loudonville gets it back, I mean, you saw the start of the fourth quarter. They went 4 corners. They're going to be extremely patient here. And until we get a shot clock in high school basketball, which I'm a fan of, I think we need to go that direction. You can be. So why would you not?
But they're not breaking the rules, right?
No,
right now,
correct. Yeah. You're up 19.
Vermilya.
You're up 21.
What score was that? They're up how much?
They're up 21 now.
Yeah. And that one was a liner. It just went in. On the travel, take a look at this shot. It's just, you're feeling it, and everything's going in at the moment.
Yeah,
just
almost like a
2-foot
floater. She's up to 9. She's played really well. Got an air ball or 2 out of her system here in the first quarter. Like we talked about, when she drove baseline and got to the free throw line, made those 2, that's when things kind of started going her way. So
early on in the season, I had a discussion with Tyler Bates about, is this team different? Yes. You want to know why? The balance they have. That's knocked out of bounds. They'll go to Springfield. Scoring right now, Spangler has 10. Williams has 7. Vermilya has 7. Maya Vermilya has 9. How much balance is that in a game like this?
Well, it makes you tough to guard. And, even though Springfield is playing a little bit of junk defense, oh, throw it ahead.
Corri fakes the 3, gets it to Williams, who also will fake it and run clock.
Here's the thing, 2 really good patients there. That's 2 seniors, understanding time and score situation. I don't need that. Both of them were wide open.
Vermilya down the baseline, tried to get it into a wide open Felix, but just overthrew. 10th turnover on Loudonville, under 6 to play.
Yeah, but back to that balance, when you're going to go see Highland or Waterford here in the Final Four, depending on how much tape they got, when you see teams that have balanced scoring, you're just like, man, I don't know who to kind of take away. Obviously,
backdoor cut, missed. Yeah, that's a team that could make a run in the state tournament. Are teams like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good defensively, in your face, but then don't just rely on one player like they have in the past few years with Corri and injuries. It's just Corri. But this year, they have multiple scores. They have everybody healthy, and they still have that in-your-face defense where they're not fouling all the time either, trying to get steals. And that will be a foul against Springfield. That's Mullins first.
Just an update on Highland Waterford. It's 36-31 after 3.
Now, Waterford, was that who knocked you guys out 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, unfortunately.
The state champs 2 years ago.
Yep.
Not trying to bring back bad memories.
No, I already got PTSD from being in here, and now you're bringing that up. And
you won a championship, though, 2 years ago here. Vermilya, too strong. There's Felix once again, offensive board.
Ooh,
Spangler. Almost picks up the pivot foot,
putting
but keeps
her in the blender out there.
Maya along the baseline will pull it back out. Corri along the lane, passes it to Felix, puts it up, won't go, but she'll get free throws.
And again, another 30, 40 seconds run off the clock. And then, if you're Springfield, you get frustrated from playing defense for that long. And then ultimately you kind of break down, you give up a layup, a frustration foul.
Yeah.
And, it's a snowball effect of being down 20 and the team's kind of holding the ball, and there's not a lot you can do about it.
Now, speaking about PTSD and stuff, I had a tough one watching 4 seniors that I followed and helped out with at Northmore lose a heartbreaking loss last night in a district championship game where they couldn't make anything. So I do know how you feel after a tough loss, though. Second free throw, no good. She goes 1 for 2. Brungard gets the rebound. Lead out to 22. It hurts. It does.
No, it does.
But also, hey,
you got
right
to
now
this
for
point.
Springfield, you're 1 of 8. And that's going to be a foul inside. 1 of 8. Yeah, you didn't make it to Dayton, but even you're 1 of 32 in the whole state.
No, absolutely.
Second to last Saturday of the season.
And when you're in the regionals, 3 straight years, obviously you're doing something right with your program to be in the top in the Sweet 16 or in the Elite 8 or, last year for them they got to the Final Four. So they're trending in the right direction. And, I'm pretty sure Brungard is back next year. I think she's only a junior.
She's a junior.
Because she started for them as a freshman. So, these guards get another year.
Yeah, they have...
Well, you never know.
No seniors. They have no seniors on. So this may be the team to beat next year.
Yeah, well, and just kind of thinking though, with 7 divisions, you don't know where these teams are going to line up.
That means this may be like the #1 team in Division 6.
Yeah.
You're looking at for next year. 4 minutes left, and a timeout. Tyler Bates just wanting to talk things over. Let's get back into our comment section. Brandon Powell, you're doing a great job calling the game as usual. Travis, Redbirds by 20. Brandon, buddy, funny story. Leaving Northmore after shoot around, Brandon arrives. He was my camera guy for the game last night. I'm walking out. Megan Hammond, cheerleader, one of our sponsors, says, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm getting in my car to leave," because I rode the bus to the district semifinal game.
Okay.
No, you're not. I'm like, what? Like, you're not changing up the mojo.
Yeah.
Like, what? Really?
I would have told you the same
Brandon,
thing.
my man, and Kate, he said hello to you. Brandon, my man, I appreciate you sticking on the bus with us for the ride. He's a tall guy, too, on a bus, so that kind of stunk for him and after the end of the game. But Brandon Powell, one of the best camera guys in the game, along with one of the best camera gals in the game, Madeline Zazzuto, who's running the camera work today. Brandon actually was down at the River Valley Bishop Hartley game. Bishop Hartley won by 3.
Oh, no.
But we'll see. We'll show you that replay later tonight because the internet completely went out.
Really?
At Central Crossing.
I know River Valley was really good.
Second. They are. Had a chance at the tie at the buzzer, just couldn't hit.
That's unfortunate because they just based on what I was looking, the winner of that district is probably going to get to state.
Yeah, they have that Athens bracket.
They go to the southeast. I was down in Zanesville last night watching Fairland and Thornville Sheridan. Ooh, good move here.
Spangler hooks it off the rim. No, Vermilya with the board.
And again, offensive rebounds.
You doing a little scouting there?
Well, we had a recruit that plays for Fairland, so we went down to watch her, and Fairland's really good. They won by 27. What
division are they?
They are Division 2.
Okay. So that's another with the Shelbys and Lutheran West. Felix, give it to her. Her first field goal of the night, but that doesn't matter because the defense and the rebounding she's done tonight.
It's been unbelievable. And Corey being super unselfish there, gets around the defender, draws help, kicks it, and Alicia able to convert there, and the lead's up to 24. And Springfield just hasn't had an answer on either end of the floor tonight, unfortunately.
And that's going to be Vermilya's 4th. No, they're going to call it.
Oh, they called it
on
Alicia.
Felix, so that's her 3rd. So the bump before Corey went for the steal.
Loudonville catches a break there.
And another foul. It's going to be on Felix again.
That's all right. Coach Bates gives her the thumbs up, and he's like, keep being physical. Keep doing what you're doing.
And that's what she went through the screen and kind of busted. That time she stopped.
You can't take any fouls home with you.
Brungard off the back iron, no. And with the lead they have now, it's for Vermilya and Felix. It's almost all right.
Yeah. We're approaching the 2-minute mark here.
So for you Loudonville fans, because it's going to take a miracle for Springfield to come back, we're going to stay here throughout. We'll show you the medals, the trophies, the cutting of the nets, and then myself, Capel as well. We're going to go down the floor with a stick mic. We're going to talk to everybody, but we will say, I think it's safe to say Alicia Felix MVP. Correct?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be hard to argue. It'd be hard to
talk
argue.
to everybody, but Felix.
Honestly, they've all been fantastic.
Yes.
And like you alluded to earlier, the balance of this team, you know, their ability to defend. You get a wide open layup here. And if you're Loudonville, everybody's on their feet.
Tonight, she completely took Springfield out of their game.
No, absolutely. I mean, Brungard's only got 4.
Averaging 16 points per game. There's a steal. Both teams are going to be emptying their bench right now. It is curtain call time.
Travis, I'm going to ask you this,
sir.
for the fans that are watching. Talk to me about our coverage next week.
Audio-only broadcast, but I'm going to be at UD Arena, baby. We are going to do audio-only. We're able to show up to 3 minutes of quote-unquote highlights with some replays. In between quarters, we can show video. After the game, interviews. During the game, it's audio-only. But you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be down there at UD Arena calling this one.
Okay. So
are you going to be at Dayton watching basketball?
I'll be there.
Maybe we'll get you down to call it with me. We'll see. We'll give you more information as the week goes on about that. I think I'll be also, we're bringing back the podcast starting on Monday, and I might be taking a trip down to Loudonville. What I did with you guys a couple years ago, get you on there, come to practice, get beat and horse in 3 shots by Vermilya again, something like that.
This is a cool moment, too, for Loudonville, right? Able to kind of clear their bench, get some of these younger kids in, get a curtain call for, you know, your 5 starters. And
it was one of those games where you didn't have to worry, backdoor cut out of bounds, but that will allow 2 more teammates to come in. But once that once that 3-minute mark of the third quarter went through, you could finally, you know, calm down a little bit, rest a little bit, because you knew what was going on. And then when, when Spangler hit that shot, that pretty much ended it.
What a defensive effort, though, by Loudonville.
3 in the air, shoot. Off the rim, rebound, Loudonville. It's 15 seconds away. Okay, Coach, 10 seconds left. Now on the sideline, what are you doing? How are you feeling?
Yeah, you feel awesome. I mean, there's really no other way to describe it, what those kids and what those coaches are feeling right now. So congratulations to Loudonville. And
it's over. The Lady Redbirds of Loudonville have won the Division IV Regional Championship. They are headed to Dayton for the 2nd time in school history. 40-14 the final, as Tyler Bates finally gets that monkey off his back and will head to the final weekend of the regular season. We will take a quick break, and when we come back, the medals, the trophies, the net cutting, and then a lot of talk after the break.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
More than Crown, we are the real people behind Crown CDJR of Dublin. Every member of our sales team is dedicated to providing you an excellent customer experience.
Find the right vehicle for you and your lifestyle is a Crown Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram today, the better way to buy.
back here at Perry as we head down to the court for the presentation of the medals and trophies.
Springfield went out of our regional last year, down to state, had the opportunity to play. They've had a great season this year. We've had 2 outstanding seasons in a row. We've got a great coaching staff. We've got a lot of players back for next year. I do not know if we're hosting Division 2 since they go to 7 divisions. We are hosting, but we would not mind having Springfield back. You guys have done an outstanding job. You have nothing to do with Springfield. Representing Springfield, Principal D. Malone, and Athletic Director Bob Dean. Stand along. Mariana Stella. Roy Jesse. Sophia Edmond. Ali Guerrero. Olivia Phillips. David Majeski. Carrie Mullen. Kathleen Douglas. Lee Horton. Ava Vecchio. Christina Vecchio. Jameka Brungard. Megan Eagle. And Suzanne Malott. Assistant coach is Diana Mullen. Scott Kishi. And head coach Don Kishi. At this time, we'll have the captains for the Springfield Tigers and please accept their team trophy for Regional Champion. Redbird Nation. 10:45 a.m. on the 16th.
There they are, the regional champs in the Perry Regional, Loudonville. We're going to take a break. We are far from done, folks. Stick around. We'll have our MVP interview. Coach Capel's going to talk to Coach Bates, and then I'm going to follow around, talk to some of the players as they start to cut down the nets next. Stick around. We'll be back after this.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
More than Crown, we are the real people behind Crown CDJR of Dublin. Every member of our sales team is dedicated to providing you an excellent customer experience.
Find the right vehicle for you and your lifestyle is a Crown Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram today, the better way to buy.
Welcome back inside the SHRIVERS Pharmacy post-game show, where one of the best moments in your basketball career is Coach cutting down the nets to clinch a spot in the Final Four at UD Arena.
Yeah, listen, there's no other feeling like it. I'd be lying if I said I don't occasionally go back on YouTube and rewatch your guys' videos.
Oh, that was a fun
of that night. But it's a lot of fun, and be able to see all the work and all the effort and all the time and practice and shootouts and everything that you do, the weightlifting, the conditioning, for everything to kind of come into this moment and to be able to cut down that net. It's a very surreal, incredible feeling to know that all your work has paid off. So really happy for all the Loudonville kids, the players, the coaches, their community. Obviously smaller towns similar to New Washington and what I was able to experience. So a really fun night for them.
And yeah, they're going to continue on. Last we heard, they would play the winner of Waterford and Highland, which was tied late in the game. Highland,
it's in overtime.
It's in overtime now, so we don't know who they'll play yet. Is that a surprise to you, Coach?
No. I mean, listen, so Highland was up 11 at the half. We were up on Waterford. We were up 9 in the third quarter against Waterford, and they thought it was going to, blow it open, and we were going to play for a state title. Coach Close down there, Jerry Close, he's had a ton of success. He's won multiple state championships. Berlin Highland, extremely rich in tradition, but don't discount Waterford. So that must be a heck of a finish. I got people texting me about the score of that, so we'll keep you updated as it goes. But ultimately, when you get to the Elite Eight, everybody that you're dealing with is good. So nothing should be a surprise.
Split screen here as we see them cutting down the nets with the final stats. I'll read them off to you. 5 threes for Loudonville tonight, only 2 for Springfield, 8 twos, 3 twos for Springfield. 9 of 13 from the line was Loudonville, only 2 of 5. A defensive masterpiece. That's all you can say about it. Loudonville did what they usually do. Didn't nearly come to their 70 points per game. They didn't need to, though, because the defensive effort they put up today was just phenomenal, Coach.
No, and like you said, 40 points for Loudonville is low, right? And they didn't shoot the ball particularly well. But when you're defending like that and you're only giving up 14 points in a regional final game and you're hanging your hat on the defensive end, that's what you got to do at this time of year. You're playing in weird gyms. You're dealing with different backdrops. You're dealing with unfamiliar environments. But if you can defend and continue to work hard every possession on that end of the floor, you're going to have a lot of success. So, credit to them and the scouting report and the game plan that they put together to kind of slow Springfield down.
So, the Lady Birds heading to state. We are going to head downstairs here inside the post-game show. when we get ready. Madeline's going to do double duty. She's going to be producer and camera person, but I'm going to land Alicia Felix, our MVP, well-deserved her defensive effort, and then we're just going to wing it from there like we did 2 years ago with you, Coach, so you understand what we're going to do. We're just going to walk around, talk to players, have some good times because we're celebrating. We're going to wing it. So we're going to shut off the mics here for a second, and when I get Alicia, we'll start things off with our MVP interview. So, yeah, listen to this cool music that we have, and we'll be back. Time now for our MVP. She put up 4 points, but that didn't matter. She held the leading scorer of Springfield, Brungard, to only 4 points. Completely threw the game on its top. It's Alicia Felix. Alicia, one heck of an effort defensively. What was the game plan coming in against Brungard, you versus her?
Well, I knew she was going to be a strong post, and I knew she was going to have a fire under her. They were the defending champs of the regional. And so the main goal is no one's fronted her all year. That's why she scored so much. So what we were going to do is we were going to front hard and help on that lob so she couldn't get the ball. And that's what happened. So,
how's it feel? You're going to UD Arena. You're going to play in a state Final Four.
It feels great. I find it, I know I shouldn't say I should find it hard to believe, but I know that part of it was God's plan. So, I mean, this is a big deal for everybody. I feel great.
And this kind of was the plan all year through. With everybody that you had coming, was this the feeling that it was Dayton or bust?
Yeah, we know it is Dayton or bust, but we knew coming into this game we were the better team. We were going to have this game, so.
Confidence is everything. That's why it was one of my keys to the game. Lastly, before we let you do shout-outs, how special is this team?
I think we're really special. I think we have something that I don't think we can be guarded all the way through. I think we got this. I think we can push through, and we just got to stick with God. Stick with God.
See, I told you, no reason to be nervous here. Easiest thing I'm going to have you do. Now look into this camera and shout anybody you'd like out. You can take as long as you want to.
I'm going to shout out my family and my teammates. I love them so much, and they support me all the way, and I love them, so, yeah.
There you have it, tonight's MVP, Alicia Felix, one of the best defenders in a state Elite Eight that I've ever seen. Congratulations. Go celebrate.
Thank you so much. I'll see you guys.
All right, as we welcome you back inside the SHRIVERS Pharmacy post-game show, let's walk and talk. This is like an Aaron Sorkin show, Coach. Where are we going?
He was going to cut down the net over there. So.
Oh, we got more nets. Madeline, we got more nets on the other. We're gonna head that way down there. Does this bring back any good memories, like in a situation like this?
Oh yeah, man. I'm just a lot less sweaty than I was a couple years ago.
I'm not. It's warm in here.
No, you know, a ton of smiles and a lot of people giving each other hugs. We got to talk to Corri, right?
Oh, we'll talk to her. She is being Corri Vermilya and signing these little fans' autographs right now, which is awesome. That's Corri Vermilya. Yeah. That is who should be. Excuse me, any media listening. I should be Miss Basketball right there, and I'm like. For a player to average 27 points per game on a team that averages 70, that means she does more than just score.
No, absolutely. And, you know, we saw that tonight where I think she finished with 7, but assists, offensive rebounds, did honestly at this point, and she would want all that and more to just do to be able to get to play another game. So she was going to do whatever it took, and that's exactly what she did tonight to kind of get her team to the Final Four.
Yeah, let's inch our way closer this way.
Yeah, I got you.
Let's photobomb some pictures while we're at it, too, you know. Yeah. Just people love it. Do you know an update on the other regional final? He's going to get an update for us.
Oh, I got an update.
Oh, you got an update.
Waterford wins in overtime, 53-51.
Waterford upsets Highland and will take on Corri Vermilya and company on Thursday at 10:30 in the morning, and an audio cast you'll listen to live and free on the OH Report. Corri's still surrounded by little ones, which is absolutely fine. Oh, they're going to get a picture, so I'm going to get out of the way. Let's see. We'll get to her. I'll see if I can find anybody. I see Jenna Williams. So we'll talk to her here in a second. Miss Williams, you're live on the OH Report right now.
Hey.
How's it feel to win a regional championship?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Like, I can't even explain it in words right now.
Waterford upset Highland in overtime, 53-51, by the way. So you'll play Waterford on Thursday morning. But when you hit that first three, what'd that feel like? Was that like a weight lifted off your back that, you know, this could be a good night?
Yeah, I mean, the nerves are there at first, obviously, but then once I hit that, my nerves are gone, and I knew, like, we got this game. I've got it. Yeah.
So what are you doing next Thursday?
Going to state!
What do you guys want to work on? Getting back seriously right now, taking on a Waterford team, won a state championship 2 years ago. What do you guys want to work on to get ready to possibly win this next game and play for a state championship yourself?
Yeah, we just have to keep moving the ball on offense, keep talking on defense, and just keep working on the little things. And I think, yeah, that's about it.
Want to shout anybody out?
Oh my gosh. Shout out to everyone that came today. This was insane.
Hey, it should be. You're going to state. Congratulations. Go celebrate. Go back to.
Thank you.
Jenna Williams, a couple big buckets. Alicia Felix and Coach Seller. She gets the net. Now I'm going to continue to walk around. Madeline, feel free not to follow me, though. You can get whatever you want up there. I look like Jim Valvano looking for somebody to hug after the national championship game. Sophia Spangler. Give him a hug first. All right, we got Sophia Spangler here. Sophia, you got to listen to my call of that, whatever that hook shot and one was, because that was crazy. take me back to that play. Get the inbounds. You get bumped about 5 times, no call. Then what just clicked? Because it seemed like you just went in auto mode and just hit that.
Yeah, well, I got a little agitated, I'm not going to lie. And then I saw Leash come in, and she gave me this great screen. And I was like, I'm just going to go all the way. I did that hook shot, and I made it. So thank the Lord. But
You knew it was going in, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
How are you feeling right now? You're going to the state Final Four.
Oh, I'm really hyped. I'm really emotional right now.
Hey, you can be.
I'm just so proud of everyone. Like, even the players who didn't get to see the court today, like, they've helped us so much get where we are today. And, of course, everyone that was on the court got where we are today, too. I'm just so proud of everyone.
One of the most balanced games you guys have had. Everybody had over 7 points that started. But I want to talk about our MVP real quick, Alicia Felix, and the job she did on Brungard.
I'm so proud of her. We couldn't have gotten this game if it wasn't for her. She shut down their leading scorer, their best player there. And if it wasn't for her, it would have been a lot closer game than it was then. So I'm so grateful for her working hard like that.
You guys will get Waterford, who upset Highland in overtime. What do you guys want to work on before Thursday?
Yeah, definitely want to work on defense because, like you saw, we like locking down teams on defense. That's Coach always tells us defense wins games. You know, if our shots aren't falling, like mine weren't at the beginning, but you know, we really need to work on defense and make sure we play the gaps hard. And I know they got really big posts on that team, so we're going to have to work on that too.
Lastly, I'm going to let you give shout-outs as well to anybody you want.
Okay, I'm going to give a shout-out to, you know what, I'm going to give a shout-out to my mom, dad, aunt, uncle for all coming tonight. I really appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate the effort you guys had, and I'll see you on Thursday. Go celebrate.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, working my route. I see Maya Vermilya. See if we can get her. So before, in between autographs, oops, somebody dropped their water bottle. Come on over here so people can see you. They don't want to see me, they want to see you. Freshman going to Dayton for the Final Four. How does that feel?
This is just like, I don't even know, it's mind-blowing. Like, we said this at the beginning of the year. We want to make it to Dayton, and it's finally coming true. I don't know, it's just crazy. But I knew we could do it. Yeah, God put us where we wanted to be.
Kind of a slow start. It was 3-3 midway through. Good shots just weren't falling, but as you guys always do, shoot or shoot, and you keep shooting. What did it just feel when you finally hit that first shot that, hey, something's starting?
You know, I knew that if shots don't fall, we still have to play defense, and I think we did that. Alicia really shut 30 down, so I couldn't be happier. When my shot went in, you know, I just went back, started playing defense again. Keep shooting, I guess.
How different is this team than most teams in the state of Ohio?
Good question. I mean, obviously they made it to regional finals, so they have to be good. They won last year, but we just came on top today.
How much different is your team compared to anybody in Ohio? Because you're clicking pretty good right now.
I think Bates really pushes us, and Rex, all of our coaches, they push us a lot in practice, so that really helps. We spend a lot of time in the summer and things like that, so I guess that paid off.
How cool is it to be playing for a state Final Four with your sister?
I love it. I was like crying after the game, and I usually don't cry, but I don't know. It's crazy. I love it.
All right, give anybody a shout out you want up there.
I'll give a shout out. I'll give a shout out to Grace because she's been begging for one, so there's a shout out.
There you have it. Go celebrate. We'll see you Thursday. All right, I got to find Capel because he's going to talk to Bates here, and then we'll finish things up with Corey when we're done. But Mr. Bates, I'm going to need you, and I'm going to need Mr. Capel because Mr. Capel is going to interview you. From one regional championship coach to another. We're ready. Capel's getting as much talk in here as Bates. It's like he won another championship. All right. From one regional champ to another, I'm going to give you the mic, and I'm going to walk away for a minute. Right up there. You see Madeline with the red hair, the Loudonville red hair. All right, take it away, Coach.
Coach Bates, congratulations. Obviously, this court is named after me, but I'm just kidding. Talk to me. Obviously, you guys have won districts. You've won multiple league championships. You had your 200th win the other night. I'm sure 202 feels better. Talk to me about what you're feeling right now, just you individually, then we'll talk about your team.
Well, since I was a little kid growing up in Orville, they were winning state titles in Orville in the 90s, and my group of friends and I always wanted to go win a state title, and family ended up moving to Smithville, My last 2 years of high school, we made it to the regionals, didn't break through. Coached a football team at Loudonville in 2014 that was really good, lost in the regional finals. Had a good team in 2019, 2021, 2022, didn't break through. So really proud of our players, coaches, their families tonight, and also have a lot of memories just of my friends growing up. Our teams here at Loudonville that maybe didn't make it, but I felt like it all got us here, and that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Happy for this team and a lot of emotions.
No, absolutely, and I'm sure part of your message to your kids was to do it for those kids that were before here. With all those teams that had the success, what's different about this team? What was this team able to do that teams in the past weren't able to do to get this done?
Well, I'll say this: we had great leadership this year from the girls. The families let us coach. They weren't in our weeds all year. And from last year until now, the girls really spoke about we want to go to Dayton and try to win a state championship. It wasn't, let's go a game at a time, let's see how the tournament goes when we get there. It was, we're going to Dayton to try to win a state title. And, we've had good teams in the past, but I really think this group of girls really spoke it into existence.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I followed you guys year-round to be able, and that was the message, despite the big wins that you guys had. Hey, there's bigger and better things that we're chasing. So awesome for you guys. I got two more questions for you. Obviously, the Vermilyas carry you guys a lot offensively. Sophia Spangler defends. Golem shoots the ball extremely well for you. But talk to me about Alicia Felix and the game that she had on Jameka Brungard defensively and some of the things that don't show up in the stat column.
Well, Coach Schrock, is on my staff this year. He's won 700 games in his career, and he came up to me during the trophy presentation. He said, there's your player of the game right there, Alicia Felix. She was all over the floor. Toughness, played more minutes than any game this year, and took a challenge of guarding one of the best post players in Ohio. I really do believe Jameka's one of the best post players in Ohio. There's not many kids anymore that feel comfortable with their back to the basket. I saw her score 30 in the district title game against JFK. It's like you got to guard her as a team, but certainly Alicia took on the challenge, and that's just an example to everyone out there. Like, she hasn't gotten an article written about her this year. She wasn't a star on the all-conference team, but she's accepted her role. She's a great teammate. And I've got a team full of those, but Alicia certainly personifies that.
No, she was fantastic, and like you alluded to, doesn't receive all the accolades, but in a game like this, big players make big-time plays, and I think Alicia is a big-time player. Talk to me, too, about your non-conference schedule and what you guys did. We talk in the offseason or throughout the course of the season. You want to challenge yourselves and put yourself in a position to when you got to the regional and you got to this game, you were able to convert and go to the Final Four. So talk to me about kind of the strategy behind that to get to where you were.
Yeah, I just didn't want to have any regrets at the end of the year. So if we felt like we could get a different opponent maybe for some lesser games that we had scheduled, we were going to try to schedule up. And if that meant driving 2 hours to Port Clinton on a Monday night, if it meant going to Warrensville Heights, which a lot of teams from our area don't like to go to Warrensville Heights. They don't like to go to Ellett. We're like, we'll go play. We know we're going to be in loud environments down the road, and hopefully we can learn something from those, even if we don't win. And we had a couple tough losses in the regular season, but we told the girls it's okay. If we're going to go to Dayton, it's better that we fix some things now. And everyone, I think, says, like, just playing hard teams, playing a good schedule can do this for you, but you have to learn from those games too. And I'm so proud of our upperclassmen because they were great leaders. We focused on concentrating more in loud environments, communicating, executing stuff offensively. We put in a spread offense for the end of the game. So I think the schedule paid off, and we hope it pays off next week.
No, absolutely. And then my final question, obviously you want to enjoy this, because 2 years ago this was one of the best nights. I
appreciate you letting us be here tonight. moving out of here and letting us back here. I appreciate that.
But you're gonna enjoy this, right? And I talked to Sophia, and she kind of gave the Kobe Bryant message and said, "Job's not done. Job's not done. We're not finished. You want to enjoy this, but what does tomorrow and Monday look like for you guys, and how you get your kids refocused to try to win 2 more games and to bring that state title home to Loudonville?"
We're gonna go celebrate tonight, and we're gonna worry about who we're playing next week, tomorrow. I want the girls to rest tomorrow. Yeah. I know that it's a busy week. A lot of people want to see you. You do some pep rallies, some things like that. So tomorrow the girls just need to rest. We're gonna stay up late tonight. We're losing an hour of sleep already. Sleep in, have a good day tomorrow. Probably tomorrow night we'll reach out with the schedule for the week, and then it's going to be back to business as usual. We're going to run, we're going to lift, we're going to practice hard, and do the things that we think got us to this point. Throughout the playoffs, we really didn't back off in practice. We wanted to keep that intensity and concentration in practice that we've had all year, so that's what we're going to do next week.
Awesome, man. Happy to hear it, bro. I'm so proud of you and your team, and thanks for letting us cover. I'm going back to Travis. Thanks for my 30 seconds on the air.
Yeah. You're good. You're good, Coach. I'll see you Thursday, man. Thank you. Now I will find. She was just right here. Where is Vermilya at? Oh, right in front of me. Okay. More pictures. All right. Corri Vermilya, you're live now. You're live now. How's it feel? In your senior night reader, you said you had many memories, but one of your best memories is going to be cutting down the nets to go to Dayton. You're like a prophet, aren't you? You're going to Dayton. How's it feel?
They do call me Corri the Prophet. It feels awesome. You know, I don't have a lot of words to describe it. I'm just very grateful. I'm grateful that God's brought us here, and I know He's going to keep carrying us even further.
How does it feel to be playing in front of the little mini Loudonville fans and stuff? Like, there was a second student section. There's all the little Loudonville fans out there, and I know you're signing autographs and stuff, but how cool is it to do this in front of these kids?
Yeah, it's awesome. The youth program's so awesome. I mean, they go crazy. They love us, and we're around them so much, the high school program and the junior high too, so it's awesome to do it in front of them and hopefully be an example that they can look up to for when they get in high school.
You didn't have to do it all tonight. It was a very balanced game. Let's talk about the offensive balance first, then we'll talk about Alicia Felix and her MVP. But the offensive balance, I think all 5 starters had over 7 points. Yeah. Just what's that say about what you guys can do as a team?
Yeah, the balance was crazy. You know, they threw some junk at us, some junk defense, weird stuff. But, I mean, that's not going to stop us, as you saw. We're not focused on our offense. We can have every single person score on any given night. I mean, every person scored in the regional final game. What makes you think we can't do it on any night? But we won it with our defense, and like you said, Alicia,
who is photobombing us without even knowing it, eating a cookie right behind us. But what can you say about her defensive effort tonight? Because she shut down Brungard, kept her 11.5 points under her average. I'm going to tell you what, the reason I was crying after the game isn't because we're going to state because I want to win it. I'll be crying at that. I was crying because of Alicia. She really, I'm sorry, I'm going to get emotional about it again. It's all right. It's all right. You're going to state. You're allowed to cry.
Alicia's worked so hard, and I know sometimes it goes under the weather and under the radar of everything she does for this team, but I couldn't be more proud of Alicia, and we were talking last night, and like I told her she's going to shut down Brungard on defense, and she did that, and I had faith, and I told my parents, and I told every single person I talked to the whole week, Alicia's going to do it on defense, and I believe in that with everything in me, and she did it, and I'm just so proud of her, and this win is because of her, and she started it, and we just backed her.
You get Waterford. Highland is out of the tournament. They knocked them off in overtime by 2, but Waterford won a state championship, beat Capel's team 2 years ago to get there and to win it all. What do you want to do to work on here the next couple of days? You still got to practice before you hit that bus down to Dayton. What do you guys want to work on?
Yeah, it's nice that we don't have just one day of practice like we did before this game. So we have almost a week to work on it, come up with a game plan, watch film, and just get a game plan to go down and do our best in Dayton.
All right, lastly, as always, you want to give any shout-outs to anybody before we get out of here?
I just want to shout out every single person who supported us, who brought us this far, and most importantly, God, because none of this is possible without Him. And you know, like I can't even stress how much we've had faith throughout this whole journey that He was going to bring us here and going to keep bringing us further.
Loudonville, the last North Central team left. They're going to the Final Four. Thank you, Corri. Thank you, everybody. Madeline, if you could take us to break, we'll head on back up here to wrap things up from Perry High School.
Clear.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
More than Crown, we are the real people behind Crown CDJR of Dublin. Every member of our sales team is dedicated to providing you an excellent customer experience.
Find the right vehicle for you and your lifestyle. Visit Crown Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram today, the better way to buy.
Tonight's Division 4 Elite 8 matchup brought to you live and free right here on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors. Trails End Restaurant. Trails End is a family-owned and operated restaurant in Loudonville offering a variety of pizzas, which are made from our secret in-house dough recipe, as well as juicy burgers, healthy wraps, appetizers, salads, and more. They also offer a 30-person banquet area for your meeting or party. SHRIVERS Pharmacy. Get your medical needs in downtown Loudon at SHRIVERS Pharmacy. Simonson Construction Services Incorporated, celebrating 50 years of service. From concept to completion, we can help you make a plan, refine your vision, and build a path for success. Contact Industries Incorporated. Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows and doors since 1970. And Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Dublin. Some want it to happen, some wish it could happen. Crown makes it happen, and you know who made it? Do you know who else made it happen tonight? The Loudonville Lady Redbirds, as they are going to the Final Four in Dayton for the second time in history. Back in '92, they went and finished as state runners-up. As we start to wrap things up, we now know Loudonville will take on Waterford in the state Final Four. It will kick off the state tournament on the girls' side Thursday, 10:30 a.m. from UD Arena. We'll be there. Audio-only broadcast, as we said earlier. We'll be doing the audio only. I'll give you a play-by-play. We'll give you a couple replays during, but we're not allowed to show the full feed due to OHSAA regulations. And then we'll have a audio synced highlight afterwards. Hopefully, a good highlight to send Loudonville to the state championship game, as our Abram Capel has also worked his way back up here after talking to these players. And you've seen these players. You've had these players on AAU, haven't you?
Yeah, I've had a lot of them on AAU, and then I helped Tyler a little bit last summer when I was looking for a job. I didn't know what I was going to do. So, I mean, I'm pumped for them. This is a really cool experience and a fun night for them, and, you know, a night that they're going to remember for a long time. But one thing that I talked to them about is, you know, congratulations, enjoy it. And Sophia Spangler says, you know, gave the Kobe Bryant quote, job's not done.
Nice.
Job's not done. So they are very much, they're happy, they're excited to be here, but they are extremely locked in. And
well, the way they won tonight too.
Yeah,
I can't say enough about Alicia Felix. How impressive she was against a very good center in Brungard, and that's something that Loudonville will need in Dayton, is that player that can shut down your best post to get you some big rebounds, because you can shoot as much as you want from outside, but if you can't get that rebound inside when you're not hitting, it's going to be problems.
Well, and that's the thing too, you know, obviously you probably disclosed on the air that Waterford had won.
Yes.
Waterford had beat
Yes.
Highland, and Avery Wagner for them is all a 6'2". So Alicia Felix picked a good time to kind of start coming into her own, because they're going to need her on Thursday, you know, in their best effort as they try to go against Waterford and take them down and get themselves to a state championship. But, you know, for right now, you want to enjoy tonight and then
get the parade. You know, everybody's going to be back in Loudonville, ready to welcome them back and everything like that. Final words from you, Coach, before we start packing up, get out of here, and get ready for next week and the state Final Four. Also, we have some basketball as well. Shelby Whippets are going to be at BG. Seneca East is going to be at Canton. We'll see what Westerville North does, if they're going to be back at ODU for a regional. We have a few teams left on the boys side as well. But that will finally wrap things up here from Perry High School. I want to thank everybody that helped make things possible tonight. Abe Capel, great job as always. I think you have a second job once you're out of coaching. You can be a commentator and interviewer as well. Madeline Zazzuto, as always, amazing job, even doing some producing work here tonight with us as well. I want to thank our sponsors, Trails End Restaurant, our scoreboard sponsor. Simonson Construction Services Incorporated, our MVP sponsor. Our SHRIVERS Pharmacy pregame, halftime, postgame sponsor. Contact Industries Incorporated, instant replay sponsor. Home and Kitchen Supply, our timeout sponsor, and our commercial sponsors, Simonson Construction Services Incorporated, Crown, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Dublin. Want to thank the Perry Athletic Department for allowing us to be here tonight and providing the hot spot. And want to thank the OHSA for allowing us to stream these games to you. Loudonville's going to state. They knock off Springfield 40-14 for their second ever regional championship. For Abram Capel, Madeline Zazzuto, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long. From Massillon, we'll see you in Dayton next week.